What up, everybody? Coming at you from school, and I'm really pissed off today because I just wanted a game, but apparently the gaming PC lab is closed until basically school starts, so FML. But my PlayStation should be coming soon. If not today, then soon, probably this week. So I'm really happy I can start recording some games and upload straight from my PlayStation. But yeah, anyway, let's get into chapter 1157 of One Piece Review. I had to take down some notes in my notebook because my other phone still doesn't have data. I thought it was going to get data yesterday because I've had enough money in my Japanese bank account, but maybe on the first of the month, we'll see, because that's when it's supposed to be charged. And yeah, whatever. Anyway, let's go. This is like my 5th time trying to start recording this because the lighting's been pissing me off, so I just changed the angle a little bit. So the name of the chapter is Legendary Bar, and that doesn't become relevant until the very end. And I'm pretty sure the cover page is still about Shimotsuki Yasui, however you say his name. And it's very beautiful, but what number was it? Like number 38 or 32 of the cover story? Like, come on, Oda, move on already. Like, yeah, he was a great character. He died for his village fighting against Kaido, rebelling and all that. But does he really need 38 cover chapters for the surrogate pilgrimage? Maybe. He's a good character. So something I found very funny. Oh yeah, also I want to mention, I'm only a day late this time, technically, with the official version, the Viz Shonen Jump, but a few days late with the leaks and scans, but I'm not really going to do a chapter review about the scans because it's unofficial. But yeah, so one thing I found very funny was literally the name of this international charity sanctuary is like the initial M, and then bezel, embezzle. And I had to look it up just to make sure, but embezzlement is the misuse or misappropriation of funds not going to what the company is supposed to be working for. So that's funny because they were literally using it for themselves. And it's funny because I don't know if it was on the translator's part or Oda's part, but the word grift is literally used, which, I mean, it might have older roots in language, but it's very common nowadays, so that just kind of surprised me. And I had to mention, this Wang Zhe guy is so ugly, hit with the triple chin. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he rules full of lead island at one point. I don't remember him at all before, if he's even made a debut before this backstory, but I'm so sick of him already. Shiki drops a bomb on Kaido. That's really funny. And Kyo and Whitebeard, I'm pretty sure, who are all in the hole because they want the money for themselves. And then when they come out, Killer Kyo is pissed at Shiki. I don't know if his epithet is actually Killer, but I like the alliteration, so I said Killer Kyo in my notes. And then I had to look this guy up too because I completely forgot about him. There's Zoro's ancestor or whatever, but there's also Pirate John as both zombified, mummified versions in Thriller Bark, and he's just chilling there, aura farming, standing next to Rox D. Zebek. And Rox is so cold, the entire era is essentially named after him before Roger's era when he becomes the king of the pirates. So they had 16 recorded raids. They had sunken 76 ships, 14 ports burned down, 5 towns leveled, maybe including Embezzle Sanctuary Island. 1 kingdom brought to ruins, 25 covered up crimes, 3 special violations of Article 18 of World Law, whatever that is. which is just crazy. All in 2 years since their founding. Just crazy. They're speed running the highest bounties in the world. And so next we move over, we go transition to segue to this flippin' creepy Marine guy, or CP9 looking guy, or just CP, if you know what that acronym means nowadays, in modern internet slang. He looks like he has some CP, if you know what I mean. Or just kind of CP9 get up, or maybe it's a different CP organization. And it just pisses me off because they're basically holding these random ass people hostage and on the ship, and he's all, oh, they're not affiliated with the world government, so we don't see them as people. We can do whatever we want with them. Like, Seabow, bro, shut your ass up, bro. Shut your bitch ass up. Like, come on now. And then, this is just the cherry on top. King Harold of Elbaf shows his true stripes after feigning alliance to the government. He sinks an innocent warship, and the World Economic Journal wrote that. And this was like 40 years ago, so I doubt Big News Morgan was heading the World Economic Journal, but if he is, oh my god, I hate him so much. They're all lizard people, bro. The mass media, the world government. Gotta stay hydrated. This is a lizard person. Actually, nah, I like Dofi. But, I mean, he's a really awful guy, but he's cool. You know, the Ito no Mi. Alright, carry on. And then we transition again. I guess they're on Elbaf, and Harold and Rox are at Ida's bar, and Rox is just like, just really trying to hammer home how Harold should join them, but he's completely set on joining the world government at all costs. And I found it really funny, but kind of odd, how he's just completely bald, Walter White style, just completely shaven. But in the few pages he's in before that, he still has a little buzz cut, a little thin layer of hair, but then he just shaves it all off even more. But I'm pretty sure in the chapters before this, he had even longer hair, let's say a mullet or something. So, and then this was really cool. Rox mentions Garp and how he should be a pirate because he hates the upper brass or whatever. And also one thing that, I mean, I should have noticed this last chapter too, but my shoulder's really itchy for some reason. But Garp, I mean, I shouldn't noticed this a long time ago. I mean, I did, but it's just very interesting to me. I'm pretty sure Garp's scar on his left eye is the same eye as Luffy's, and it starts kind of here, and it's in the shape of a crescent, a C. So it's very similar to Luffy's at the beginning, but then it goes all the way up. So it makes me think, what if he did the same thing as Luffy, and like he stabbed his eye but went even further, or maybe he went from the top and then down, or because down and then up sounds more painful. But maybe he did the same thing to join the Marines, or maybe made a secret sword alliance, pirate pact or something. Who knows? But yeah, I'm like, maybe it's a genetic thing. They're all just crazy, all the monkeys. And then I really like this. Ida says, if you're asking me or something, choose better friends. And that you could interpret this as her saying, oh, just join the world government because then the future of Elbaf will be secured. But I don't think that's what she means. I think she means choose better friends, as in join Rox and just rebel and crush the world government like flies because they're annoying and they don't see people as equal. And also, earlier in the chapter, something I forgot to mention. is how, damn, I just forgot, but if I remember it again, I'll say it. And then after, oh, it's really pissing me off. Whatever. Sengoku, Otsuru, Garp, and Kong are all seen in their young forms. And I also had to look this up that Kong was apparently Fleet Admiral at one point, maybe before Sengoku. But in the actual chapter, it says future Commander-in-Chief. And I think for Sengoku, it says future Fleet Admiral. So I think currently Kong is the Commander-in-Chief, whatever that means. I guess similar to the President of the United States, where he has say over the Admiral and wars and stuff. Wait, did I say admirals? He has say over the Marines and the Navy, and what wars to wage, whatever. So now we're gonna start wrapping it up. We're going in the last few pages. Shaki comes to Full-Lead Hachinosu 42 years ago, it says. Just completely out of nowhere, she decides to hang up her position as the captain of the Kuja Pirates. And then a really funny detail, we see the origin of Buckin Stussy in love with Whitebeard, and in modern One Piece, when in current, maybe not modern, it was a few hundred chapters ago, when right after post time skip, when she's with, oh my god, I can't remember his name, but I think he was Shichibukai 7 warlord for a bit before they got outlawed, but you know, the guy who claims to be Whitebeard's son, and she's a small little midget, little person, still saying, oh, I was in love with Whitebeard and we had this kid together, acknowledge me. And yeah, I find that funny, and Whitebeard just outright rejects her. He's all, I never said I had eyes for you, or something like that. Gloriosa calls out Big Mom for cranking out babies like popcorn, which is really funny, because when did she find the time to do that, and who are all the baby daddies? I'm curious. Even Rocks and Whitebeard have hearts in their eyes for Shaki. Wait, I won't mention that yet. Everyone on the island simps and help her build and open Shaki's rip-off bar immediately as soon as she lands, and they're all, oh, we'll grow flowers, we'll make it smell nice for you. And when she opens the bar, she's so bad in the apron, let me tell you what. No shorts, no pants, no nothing, just the apron, just barely above, below her butt, like covering her thighs a little bit. And that panel where she just arrives on Hachinosu, and it's just the hourglass, oh my god, and okay, whatever. I can't simp either. I mean, I hate women. What the fuck? Like, I don't see the appeal. I don't know why everyone loves her, but whatever. You know, gotta have that Luffy mentality. Girls are just an obstacle. You gotta achieve your goals. Alright, and then finally, on the last page, back at Mary Joie, we see, oh, I forgot to look this up, but I think it's Saint Jupiter, maybe. I don't remember. They're all named after planets, whatever the Goro say, but the tall one with the long beard looking guy. And I guess Imu is on the Den Mushi with them, and he tells them as an ultimatum, if Harold wants to join the world government, kill Rocks. And that's the last speech bubble. So yeah, jam-packed chapter full of a lot of stuff. This flashback is still going on, so IMO is kind of ruining the flow of LBAF a little bit, but also you can't hate on Oda for finally showcasing Rocks, the most dangerous pirate, maybe with the highest bounty of all time, or at least of that era, or at least before Roger became the Pirate King. So yeah, let me know if there's anything I missed in the comments. There was one thing I wanted to talk about. Maybe it was about the Marines or something, but I forgot. If I remember, I'll just write it in the comments later. But if you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching this far. Let me know what I should talk about once again. And yeah, that's it. Have a great day, everybody. I'm gonna go tutoring soon, so I'm gonna just watch some YouTube, maybe upload some shorts until I go in an hour or so. So yeah, stay frosty, everyone. Have a great day. Be excellent and stay tranquil, crew. Yeah.